Welcome to the Daily for Monday, November 12th. I'm Andrew Wiebe reporting here from BBVA Compass Stadium in Houston. And if DC United thought they've been underdogs the rest of this postseason, well, that status will continue. The Houston Dynamo with a huge 3-1 victory here at BBVA in the first leg of the Eastern Conference Finals. DC United on the board early through Nick DeLeon. It looked like things might go their way in this series, but the second half was none too kind. 3 unanswered goals from the Houston Dynamo. Heinault starting it off, and then, of course, Will Bruin bundling one in, and Kofi Sarkodie adding insult to injury. Huge theme in this one, injuries. Both teams coming off of short rest, and it really showed in this one. Both having trouble keeping players on the field. In fact, DC United had to use up all 3 substitutes early in the second half. It started in the first. Pontius goes down in the 8th minute. He takes a free kick. All of a sudden, his groin seizes up, and he cannot continue. That man comes out in the 12th minute. DC United's captain and their offensive spark no longer in the game. Of course, DeLeon got it done after that, but there were even more injuries to come. Adam Moffat had to leave for the Dynamo, a chest injury after a collision with Robbie Russell. It continued, of course, Marcelo Zaragoza off with a hamstring issue. On comes Rafael Augusto, and then finally, the final substitute, Brandon McDonald, having to leave with a calf strain and being replaced by Emilio Dudar. But the big story in this one, apart from the injuries, Rafael Augusto, at the end of the first half, appeared to be in on goal. He appeared to be in a goal-scoring position, but Andre Heinault came in with a challenge that referee Ricardo Salazar waved off. And the replay, with the benefit of the replay, of course, we can see that Heinault pulled him down, got his arm, and also got his legs from behind. Speaking to Peter Walton after the game, the general manager of PRO, he said he thought that that was a foul in real time. Of course, that is no consolation for DC United, who will now have to return to RFK Stadium with that 3-1 deficit. But they are confident. They said, hey, it's only halftime. We've got a chance to do this, and we feel as though we have the guys to get it done. That's all we have here in Houston. We'll send it out to LA, where Jonah Friedman has the wrap-up from the game's nightcap, LA against Seattle.
Thanks, Andrew. Yet another night here at the Home Depot Center where the Seattle Sounders come out the losers as the LA Galaxy get a big 3-0 win in the first leg of the Western Conference Championship. Pretty even up until the end of the first half, both teams taking their chances, a little bit of a measured approach, but then towards the end of the first half, Robbie Keane, once again, the hero of this Galaxy team all year, opening it up in first half stoppage time, and from there the floodgates open. Seattle trying to push to equalize and getting burned twice on the counterattack. Mike McGee getting a goal, Robbie Keane getting his second goal, and the Galaxy really could have run out of here 6-0 winners. That is not an exaggeration, just taking it to them in the second half. The Sounders saying, look, once the Galaxy opened up that game, it was over for us. Fredy Montero extending his scoreless streak in the playoffs to almost 800 minutes. He still has never scored a goal in the playoffs in his MLS career. Eddie Johnson coming in as a second half substitution. Montero playing by himself for the majority of this game. But by the way, the Sounders do believe they are in this. They all pointed to the fact that they hung a 4-0 result on the Galaxy earlier this season. Well, guess what? That's the kind of performance it's going to take for them to get back into this series. That's all we got from here. Make sure you check out the site all week ahead of those second legs next weekend. And don't forget, Goal of the Year voting resumes this week with the round of 32. Make sure you vote early and often. That's all we got. We'll see you later.